All right, today we are talking about the Apple XDR display and the glitches that I recently had. So the current state of the XDR glitching, here's a little breakdown. Vetted reports from Mac Rumors and Apple Insider confirm that the Mac OS Tahoe versions 26.0 through 0.3 introduced a specific issue with the display coprocessor, the DCP handshake. So that is specifically affecting the new XDR models. So the XDR models, okay. So they call it the static attack. The DCP panic is kind of what I experienced. So that DCP panic, static attack, is followed by a restart, and that is a kernel panic triggered by the monitor's internal chip losing sync with the Mac. So the monitor's internal chip losing synchronization with the Mac is what's making this attack or this problem. The cause: the XDR uses Thunderbolt 5 and mini LED dimming, which requires massive bandwidth. On your M2 Max, I have a Studio M2 Max right here. Thunderbolt 4, the system uses DSC, display stream compression, to achieve high refresh rates. The glitch: when the compression handshake fails, often during high task scenarios like FCP renders or video calls, the Mac can't recover the video signal and forces restarts. So that's exactly what I experienced. Hit my mic. So that's exactly what I experienced, this glitch here. So when the compression handshake fails, often during high task scenarios like Final Cut Pro renders or video calls. The first time it crashed on me in the morning, I was on a video call while handling some other tasks also, so there was a heavy load going. And then the second time it crashed, I was doing Final Cut Pro work. And then it can't recover the video signal and it forced restarts. That's exactly what happened to me. So M series chip specifies the M2 Max, my machine. I'm in the high risk group because my hardware can support the XDR's features, but must rely on heavy compression to do it over Thunderbolt 4. So the M2 Max can handle, 120 hertz and all that fun stuff, but for what this thing is requiring, it's having a hard time running through Thunderbolt 4, apparently. That's crazy. Come on, Apple, really? Okay, so the M4 Pro Max, these are usually seen the most reports of this specific static glitch because of a bug in the new Thunderbolt 5 controller drivers in the Mac OS Tahoe. Wow. Okay, so the M1, M2 base chips, these are largely unaffected because they typically default to 60 hertz, which doesn't stress the connection enough to trigger the panic. Well, there you go. So it's stressing. It's the amount of data. I mean, this thing has 2,300 dimming zones. And to put that into kind of context, the 32-inch Apple XDR, the original studio XDR display they made that was 32 inches, that was like $5,000. That thing I think had 400 or so dimming zones in it, and this has 2,300 dimming zones. So that is a lot of work that it's doing through that Thunderbolt 5 and with the Mac apparently, to where it's freaking out and crashing. Come on, Apple. Get your act together. Apple's current stance. So as of March 5th, 2026, Apple released Mac OS Tahoe 26.3.1, which I have, and I also had it when the crashes happened. The official patch notes, Apple officially states this update expands external display support and includes bug fixes for Studio Display XDR. So, which obviously isn't the case because it didn't work for me. Support bulletins suggest that if 26.3.1 doesn't fix it, the issue may be a faulty Thunderbolt 5 cable. Okay, that'd be pretty easy fix, Apple. Even when used on Thunderbolt 4 ports, or a display controller hardware failure that requires a swap. That would be terrible if this would trigger a display controller hardware failure. That would be really bad, Apple. Come on. The safe shot here that it's recommending is to put the monitor on 60 hertz, and then that shouldn't put enough load on it to crash it. So that's what I'm probably going to do in the meanwhile. I'll put this thing down to 60 hertz. Right now, I put it this morning at around 6 a.m. I turned it on and I put it on 120 hertz fixed. because the crashes happened to me when the variable was going on, which I'd imagine would demand more load as it's trying to compute and process different areas needing different refresh rates. So I put it on the fixed 120 hertz refresh rate, and the computer's been on all day. I haven't shut it off. I haven't used it a lot or really done a lot of heavy lifts for it. Now that I'm reading this, it sounds like it is when it's doing some kind of heavy work. But so far with the fixed 120 hertz refresh rate, it's working and not crashing on me. So I hope that just a software update can fix this, or a new Thunderbolt 5 cable, whatever it is. That would be great. And I hope that this isn't a little trigger for Apple to be like, oh yeah, sorry, you got to upgrade, because that would be a bummer. Because my machine was working fantastic and just crushing, you know, my 8 hours of work daily without any issues. And the Studio Display first gen that I had, I mean, that thing just never hiccuped. I've gone almost 2 years on with that thing now, and it's been a fantastic product. But this didn't even get 2 days. So that's the update with it. I mean, it really does look amazing. And I gotta say, like, my favorite part, and for everybody looking at studio displays, the articulating mount is the ticket for being able to take this beautiful, nice display that you purchase and being able just to move it so freely and get the positioning just right. Yeah, get the adjustable arm. It makes a big difference for me, especially because I stand 90% of the time when I work. So this is a little bit nicer of an update video, not so frustrated like yesterday when I just grabbed my phone and made a quick video about Apple, WTF, man, failing me here, ticked off. So anyway, this is the update. This is the XDR display, and it's just beautiful. And it sounds great. Let's see here. Let's play some music.
Don't you fake it? Hollywood blurry faces. They say it's real, it's just faded. Riding round Sunset Boulevard. To have it all, would you sell your soul? All I know is I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind. Said friend, don't you fall for more. Take it out, walk away, no more. Same game, losing life, no control. Just to be a slave.
That's really impressive, at least for me. I think that sounds amazing. I can rock to that. I mean, this screen just looks incredible right now. I mean, the viewing angle right now, looks amazing. So I'm definitely still happy about having it. I don't think I'm going to return it yet. If they haven't fixed the problem before my window closes for returns, I may return it first, and then get another one that hopefully doesn't have the problem. But in the meanwhile, this is a stunning display. The build quality there's just nothing else on the market like it, and I'm happy for this to be my workstation. And I just feel like it's the one. All right, so that's it for the Studio Display XDR today. Hopefully Apple gets this fixed. Hit me up in the comments if you want to talk about it, if you're having some similar issues. And yeah, hopefully they get this thing fixed. Hit the subscribe button if you want to hear more about the Studio Display and how the fix goes. I did reach out to Apple support, so I'll be waiting to see what they say about the fix, and I'll be making a video and posting that. So we'll talk to you next time. Thanks for joining me on Neff-Tekk. All right, the display is at full dim. Here's halfway brightness, full brightness. Halfway, all the way dark.